Hello, and welcome back to another video. If you've already subscribed to my channel, I want to tell you thank you. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I want to welcome you. In today's video, I want to do two things. First thing that I want to do is I want to show you how I set up my monthly budget for July. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all of my debt. If you watched my first video, you'll notice right away that the only debt mentioned in that video was credit card debt. The amounts have changed since that video, and so today I'm going to just go over all of it. Prior to April, all we were doing were just paying bills and just putting very little into savings. That was prior to April. April rolls around and then I'm like, you know what? Something's got to change. I can't just spend the rest of my life paying bills and saving, little to nothing. I need to start saving more money. And the one way to save money is to not have debt. The one way to invest money is to not have debt. So that's how I started my journey. And let's just get into it. This is where I get to see all my bills and when they're due, on what days they're due in the calendar. I wasn't sure what I was going to use to track my budgets or to do my finances, so I got this Erin Condren notebook, and then I realized I didn't know I should have ordered the deluxe planner, and I just ordered the notebook. So what I did was I took let me show you. And what I've been doing is I will just tear out the 2 pages, and then I will get my tape. Got this off Amazon. I think it was like a pack of 6 for $12. I might be wrong on the price. It was around there. What I do is I cut out the sheets and then I just tape it down in my notebook, because this is a good calendar and I'm not going to buy another notebook when I can just tear from here and put the pages in there. So that's what I'm doing. And then so here's my calendar. Each little sticker dot is an expense. To get started with my budget, what I have to do, what everybody would have to do, not just me, is you'd have to sit there with a piece of paper and a pen, and you have to go over every single thing that clears your account. Every single bill that gets paid, you write it down on the date that it's paid, so that you know that is the day that you need to have money to pay those bills. So that's what this is. What you're seeing is all my monthly expenses, and we'll go over those in more detail. Right here, I'm gonna try to zoom you in just a tad. Okay. So this right here is all of our debt. This is my honey's work truck. The debt for this is $9,858. This is our family car. The debt here is $42,158.36. This is my honey's truck. This is $25,355.03 is what we owe on that. At one point, we had 2 credit cards. I had a credit card and he had a credit card. In my last video, you would be able to see me applying my last and final payment to my credit card, and then it's 0 balance. I still have it. I didn't shred it. I don't know if I'm going to shred it, but I just locked it away in a safe. I don't want it in my wallet and I don't want to use it, so I just put it away. In my last video, you'll see that I had applied a $2,000 payment to my honey's credit card, and I had brought it down to $2,064. I may be wrong, but it was around $2,000. Since that video, I've been able to bring his credit card debt to $976.65. So starting into July, what we are looking at in debt total is $78,348.04. starting my budget in April, it was around 82,000. Since budgeting in April, I've been able to bring it down to 78. So that's where we're at in debt. Okay, let me zoom you back out. Okay, now this right here is my monthly budget for July. Okay, so let's start with our income. So for miscellaneous for my husband is $400. That right there doesn't change because we have a mobile home. When the bank withdraws a $399.06, we collect that $400 from the person living there, and so this just washes this debt. But I like to track it there. This right here is my miscellaneous income, right? For the month of July, I don't expect any income coming in miscellaneous. If I do, it's just a part-time work that I do from home. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any part-time work in July. So right now my estimated budget for that is $0. This is my salary, and then this is my husband's salary. This is where I'll put my actual income. All right. Okay. Now these are all of our expenses, including our cash envelopes and our sinking funds. These are figures based off of what actually cleared my account for these specific expenses. So these are what I'm going to pay monthly. So for the month of July, we're getting paid 3 times. Me and my husband are on the same pay period. So we got paid the 3rd, we're going to get paid the 17th, and then again on the 31st. So since I'm getting 3 paychecks for the month of July, what I did was I split this payment into 3. So that tells me that I need to have $516 from each paycheck set aside to cover this entire bill. And you will see that I split up all my bills. It's in red. That means this is what I have to take from each one of these paychecks to cover all of these expenses. Any place where you see that it's empty, it's because I am choosing to not split this payment between 3 paychecks. I am choosing to use my first paycheck to pay this full amount. Anything under $20 is what I will pay with our entire first paycheck. That's how I've been budgeting since April, and it's worked out for me. We all start somewhere, and if you make mistakes when you're working on your budget, that's okay. Just stick to it. I promise it'll be worth it, and you'll thank yourself for it later. Now, what we're gonna do is we're moving on to our cash envelopes. My budgeted amount for miscellaneous in July is $90. This tells me right here, for each paycheck, I have to put $30 into this envelope to make the 90. So for fun money, I'm budgeting $80 for the month of July. For my beauty envelope, which is not just a beauty envelope. For my beauty envelope, I use it for like my clothes, my shoes, my hair, any makeup, like anything personal for myself is what my beauty envelope I use it for. And I budget $300 out for myself for July. It may be less, so this is what the amount is split up between each pay period. And then dining, $220, toiletry, $64, boys chores, $121, and then my honey's allowance. Okay, now we're going to go into sinking funds. And I know I have a lot of sinking funds, and I have been thinking about maybe consolidating my sinking funds and not having so many envelopes. I thought about that, but you guys, I'm a huge spender, right? So if I have, let's say I consolidated these into 6 envelopes, I would probably just spend it all in like one thing and not have enough for something else. So having separate envelopes, it really does help me keep track of every dollar, and it helps me make sure that each dollar has a purpose. So for me, I need the discipline. So that's why I have this many. So for our pets, I want to budget out $70. For our pool, we need to budget out $50. For home maintenance, $20. Car maintenance, $20. Outdoor fun, $30. Family savings, $100. Medical, $50. Our homeschool expense, $15. Date night, $30. I don't know if I'm going to keep funding this envelope because we really can't go out much right now because of the COVID situation. And then for gifts, we have $30. And then I started an envelope for braces because I need to get braces on my oldest. Retirement, $30. Anniversary, $30. And then State Farm, $50. This is a yearly payment. This particular State Farm payment comes up once a year, and it's over $800. So that's why I started a sinking fund for that particular expense. And over here, you'll see State Farm. Where is it? State Farm, where are you? Right here. This is monthly. So that's their monthly. And then this one is yearly. And then my boys' savings. We have 4 boys, and so I want to put $100. I'm budgeting to put, I keep saying like I want, like if I'm just going to get what I want. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. That's why we have to budget. So I want to budget $400 for my boys' savings because we would like to put $100 into each of their envelopes, and they have their own envelopes that they keep track of because they have to put into their own savings also. And then giving and donations, $30. Christmas, $30. Vacation, $20. Boys, C&S, that's boys' clothes and shoes, $20. Something special, $50. Something special is like my husband has been eyeing a hunting rifle, and he wants his hunting rifle. So I started this something special envelope just for that. So whenever he gets his something special, which is that hunting rifle, I'm going to try to keep funding that same envelope for me because I want a bike. This is just an estimate. This is making a plan for July based off of June, right? These may fluctuate. These are always different. You know, sometimes I cannot expect to budget that much. And normally we don't get 3 paychecks in a month. Normally what our regular is 2 paychecks per month, but we're getting 3 for the month of July. Okay, so our estimated income is $10,330, right? Our cash envelopes budgeted amount is $1,275. Our sinking funds budgeted amount is $885, which these figures are here and here. So our expected income for July is $10,330, and our expected expenses, which are our bills, including our cash envelopes and sinking funds, all total out to $8,166.68. So if I can stay well within my budget, I should have some money to apply towards debt. All right, so there you have it. That's what my month of July looks like. If you made it towards the end of the video, I want to thank you for that. And if you have any recommendations, like I said, please leave it in the comments below. And I hope you all have a safe and happy day.